All right, in this video, what we're going to talk about is another aspect of our high-rise fire attack. We use a 2.5-inch line here, and what we do is we deploy this in what's known as a Denver pack. So what you'll see is about 3 feet-ish, about 36 inches up from the female coupling. You'll see there's a little bit of a line there, and that's the point in which we start folding this hose into that Denver pack format. The Denver pack is really popular in city centers in terms of high-rise fire attack. It gives you a heck of a lot of water to the scene very, very quickly. So we'll start with folding this. Once again, like with all of our hose loads, we want to make sure that it's nice and snug. The first fold here, we come up just short of the coupling here, as you can see what LT Carlisle's doing. And then the same thing once again, just short of the coupling. Then as this next one comes around, the fold is going to go just beyond the fold of the first one. And then we just simply horseshoe this hose back and forth and just alternating once again from one edge to the other, a little short of the fold, and then also as we go over a little long of the fold, and we alternate that. Reason being, it lets the hose sit a lot flatter. It takes up a lot less space. If all the folds are in the same spot, the hose line gets quite bulky. Now, if we end up like this, where we've got a bit of a surplus of hose on the male end, or the nozzle end in this case, we're just going to take that surplus back to the other side, to the female end side, and we just fold that under. Now, when we strap this, we're going to split it so that the male end, or in this case, the nozzle end, ends up on one side, and then the female end on the other side. Once again, the straps, how they go, we go with one strap on the female side, and then we go 2 straps on the male side. The reason being, if we're in a dark hallway or what have you, and you don't have the Denver pack with the nozzle, you'll know which direction the hose needs to be deployed because it's got 2 straps. So once again, 2 straps, tabs in the same place, going the same direction, so that when we reach down, all of the tabs pull in the same direction. And then once again on the female side, just 1 strap, but then all of those tabs are to the inside. Then that way, when I go to deploy this, I'm just pulling straps there, there, and there, and then we can set it that way. And that is the Denver pack, the 2.5-inch hose load that we use in high-rise with the nozzle. All right, so the Denver pack hose load here again, but this time we are going to use the supply length. So this is the length without the nozzle. So once again, all of our 2.5-inch hose line has that marking on it. When we fold this hose, the first fold goes just short of the coupling, and then we pull it in nice and tight. And then the next fold goes just beyond, or just to the hilt of the coupling. And then we just simply alternate that. Once again, as we showed with the hose load with the nozzle, this is just simply to help it pack a little bit tighter. So the guys, when they load this hose, they want to keep it nice and tight and snug as best we possibly can. And just alternating from one side to the other, one short, one long, until we get to the end. Once again, just come down here, and that's not too bad. So with a little bit of surplus, what we can do is just join the couplings with just a couple of turns. We don't want to go too much there, so we don't want to be wasting a lot of time when we're deploying. And then what we do is we split this. We should have the male coupling on one side, the female coupling on the other, and we go 1 strap on the female side and 2 straps, once again, just like on the nozzle setup, on the male side. That way, when we deploy this hose, we can feel for it. If we're in a dark hallway, or visually, it just shows us which direction this hose is going, because obviously we want to point the male end towards the fire. And that is our Denver Pack hose load that we use in high-rise fire attack, one with the nozzle and one without the nozzle.